Hello everybody, how are y'all doing? People are doing well. I was planning to work on a nice embroidery project today, but apparently I am not allowed, according to Not here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Cats. I mean, I've got a, well, I was gonna say the whole gang's here, but half the gang's here. How are you guys doing today? We'll see if we can get around to some embroidery. I'm honestly surprised that these guys are both here, because they don't necessarily get along the best. I think honestly Not is mad that Fitz is here. I think that's what's happening. She's mad that Fitz is on my lap. She wants all the attention for herself. Okay, hello! Hello, guys. Not. What are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm getting all the kitty cat cuddles today because it's raining outside. And I mean, I feel like in the winter and like the poor weather, the cats want more cuddles. Oh, here, I'll turn on this light too. Get a little bit more light in here. There we go. Because it is very gray and dark out. Okay, guys. There's like a showdown happening here, I think. Guys. Should we try and do some embroidery? For those that don't know the project we're working on, I have this waistcoat, and also, oh, it's okay, buddy. It's to go with this bow tie, and I've been over quite a few years now, slowly adding faux moss with embroidery to it. The goal is to make it look like it's, you know, covered in moss and stuff. At some point, I'm hoping to, here, I'll make a bow tie so you can see what it, so, got the bow tie there. But the goal is to make it so that, it looks like it's been overgrown and stuff. I might make some little tiny mushrooms and stuff at some point, to add as well, but I'm having a good time just adding, some wool roving, some beads, and just a crap ton of French knots at the moment. But yes, this right here is a few years work. I started this back when I was streaming on Twitch, and I've been on YouTube for 3 or 4 years now, I think. So I started this back in 2020, I guess. Yeah, I guess back in 2020, because that's when I was on Twitch. Alright. One of those, quarantine projects. I was originally planning on, I was gonna ink some dice today, and then, like, one, oh no, it goes back a little bit. I just felt like chilling. I took last week off, and I'm like, I don't feel like just going back into the dice stuff immediately. I mean, I've poured resin and stuff for commissions and things, but I'm like, I just want to chill live stream to get back into the swing of things. And then also, the dice I was planning to ink, not all of them were done polishing, so it was just easier to pick something else to do. But it's fine. It gives us a chance to just hang out and chat for a bit. If I can get to my actual stuff here. I'll just... Hi, buddy. Which needle have I been using? Those are needles! You don't know. What's good for French knots? Ah! Well, that's probably for the best. Okay, Knot. You wanna go back behind me? I'm gonna put her on the chair. Oh, there we go. We can actually do some things now. I think let's just start with some French knots. It's been a while since I've added some to this. This mossy green might be nice in here. But I want a brighter one. We'll go for some nice mossy green. Ew. I feel like something's up with this thread, but that's okay. That seems like a good length. But I had a nice week off. I got some stuff done around the house, which was something I wanted to do. Got the flooring put in the basement. Well, most of it was in, but got the rest of it. Did I just do one? I'm debating whether I want to do one thread or try and do... I think if I'm doing this needle, it's going to need to be one thread. Do I want the bigger needle? I might go for a bigger needle so that I can do the whole thing instead of pulling it apart. Bigger French knots seems like a nice idea because it means that I won't have to do as many of them. Alright. Did a lot of jigsaw puzzles. So that was nice. I haven't taken more than a day off in a row in like 5 years. I feel like it doesn't seem like, maybe especially on the outside, it probably doesn't seem like I work that much. But since I do this stuff from my house, you know, all the resin stuff and the videos and things, I work every day of the week. Oh no, I think I'm just gonna have to pull this apart. I guess we're doing maybe 2 threads. Yeah, jigsaw puzzles! I like jigsaw puzzles too. I just like puzzles in general. I like all sorts of different kinds of puzzles. Like logic puzzles, and I do just games and things. I want to do an escape room at some point. I think that'd be really fun. I think it'd be really fun as long as I was doing it with people that also would find escape rooms fun. I think if I did it with people who didn't want to be there or that didn't understand like how escape rooms work, I'd probably get very frustrated. At some point, like, oh, and then like, that's the kind of video games I play too, is puzzle games. When I rarely play a game. Come on, there we go. Should I put this on a smaller needle? That's probably fine, right? My brother and I finished Blue Prince recently, which was what my most recent video was about, with some dice based on that game. So now we're gonna have to find a new puzzle game to play together, because we do like doing those together sometimes. Never tried that, but you will one day. An escape room, yeah! I haven't either. I think it'd be fun. Oh good, I'm glad! I'm glad that you've enjoyed my videos. Smee McGee. Took me a second, there was a lot of E's in there. But I'm glad you've enjoyed the video, Smee McGee. I might just call you McGee. But yeah, I'll have to find some... this does not want to... Yep, alas, not doing dice today. Plan is to ink some dice next week, but we're having a nice chill day today and doing some embroidery. Where do I want to go? Maybe I'll go up. I could go either. Ooh, do I want to go up here, or do I want to just maybe follow along the edge? I might follow along the edge. Let's see if I can remember how to do a French knot. I'm gonna angle that up a little bit. Yeah, I need to, I mean, I kind of have an idea of you know, my next few videos, but the problem is I've got so many ideas, and also I need to like, the ones that I have, oh gosh, all the ideas for, I think I might need to, grab a smaller needle. Because that's not working. That's not working. Oh, wait, there we go. It's probably not going to be a French knot, though, is it? Oh, I did get a French knot, yay! Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, videos. It's like, I've got a lot of video ideas. I mean, I have some that I've been meaning to do for years now. It's like, oh, I should do that at some point. and just haven't gotten around to it. But at the same time, a lot of the ones that it's like, oh, I'm excited about that, are ideas for things that are going to take a lot of time and effort, either in filming or in the editing or in both. So I'm trying to figure out the balance, I think, now of doing videos that are more complicated and take a lot more time to make, and then figuring out videos that are simpler and take less time to make. Because it's like, if I'm doing just the videos that I'm like, I don't want to say super excited about, but if I'm just doing the videos that are more, like, not higher concept either. Oh gosh, I hope someone that actually does embroidery doesn't show up. I am absolutely making this up as I go. This is literally my only embroidery project. That's a joke. They're welcome to come, but I am by no means a master of embroidery. Part of the reason I'm doing moss is that way it can be messy and it'll be fine. It'll look like it was on purpose. I grew up with my mom doing a lot of embroidery. She's done so much. She did so many cross stitches and things. That was one of her things where, like, if we were waiting somewhere, like in a waiting room or something, or if she's waiting to pick one of us up from school or something, she always had her embroidery with her. Unfortunately, her hands can't really do it as much anymore, but that was her thing. She made this vest, by the way. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that. My mom made this waistcoat. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, videos. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out a nice balance between quick and high effort. Because the high effort ones are not quick. Which is, I don't know, I feel bad only putting a video out like once every 2 months. I want to get them out more often than that. Actually, I'm gonna... Sure. Alright. So I don't know. I'm as always, I'm always looking for feedback on what you guys think, because the lower effort videos are the ones that are just like set to music, or more casual, like ones that just talk about what I'm doing, like as I do it. Oh dear. Oh dear. I want a knot, but not that much of a knot. Oh good, it did a knot. So it's like, I don't know, because it's like, I don't want to make things that people aren't enjoying or that I'm not proud of. And I do enjoy making the videos that are just set to music. I'm still doing shorts that way. I'm literally in the middle of editing a short that's, you know, just making some D20 set to music. I've been doing that with all of the Patreon D20s. But I don't know about excuse me, about long form videos. I feel like because I like, you started printing your own Legos to use for dice molds? That's cool. Are you, what, oh, so are you like printing them out of, is it like a filament printer? I've seen people print like mold housings and stuff too on like a 3D printer. Come on. He's stuck. Oh my gosh, my cat! She's been so annoying recently. I do think that's a fun idea though, because then you can really make them whatever size you want, which is why I use Legos. But yeah, if you print them, you can do whatever size. I probably should make some more molds at some point. I always put off making molds. I've said it many a time. It's my least favorite part of the process. Which is it like everyone's got. I feel like everyone's got a different least favorite part of the dice making process. Everyone's got a favorite part and a least favorite part. I think, you know, for most people, the favorite part is like the making the designs, either, you know, pouring or seeing how things turn out. But some people it's sanding, some people it's inking, some people it's making the molds. For me, it is making the molds. I'll take sanding or inking dice over making molds any old day. Do I have any? I don't know that I have them here. I did make a Lego mold, like a mold of some Legos at one point, just for fun. It doesn't work the best, but I'm trying to think of if I have any of the little Legos that I made. But that was fun, making custom Legos in fun colors. Flexibility of Legos, yeah. That really is why I like them, is because you can make all sorts of different things, and you can make, like, you can change up what you're doing, however you want. I know the problem with, that people run into with the resin printers, though, is like cure inhibition with silicone. So I wasn't sure if you'd run into that or not. Sanding. Yeah. I'm sure we'll do more sanding on stream at some point, too. Oh, waiting, yeah. I feel like strangely, I don't have as big of a problem waiting. I think it's just because I lack object permanence. Not completely, but I do very much have the added, like, if I can't see something, it doesn't exist, which is not really, but like, it's very much out of sight, out of mind with me. So once things are in the pressure pot, I will just forget that they're there. And then I'm not worried about how things are going to turn out, because I don't think about them at all. Alright, there we go. But yeah, mold making. Okay, let's get that. That did not turn out as a French knot. That's literally just a stitch. I feel like it's hard once it gets this small. That's fine. It's fine. We'll grab some more thread. It'll be all good. Yeah, I literally have some things in the curing the pressure pot right now. I might pull them out tomorrow, though. It's a little bit cold in my basement at the moment. And I feel like things take a little bit longer to cure. And I did pour those yesterday. I poured them yesterday night, so it hasn't even been 24 hours yet. But yes, I do completely understand. Especially when it's something that, you know, you're excited about seeing how it turned out. But yeah, so I'm working on a few projects for videos at the moment. One of them is a resin project that's not it's not just a second, let me finish this off. Resin project, not a dice project. I have a thing that a video that I've had planned for probably more than a year. But I was waiting for a spot in my house to be, so I could get to it basically, because I had a bunch of stuff stacked up in the basement. We have now fixed the flooring in the basement, so I can get to it now. Like, we went and replaced the flooring recently. Anybody need a little bit of green? But now I've gone back, you know, because it's been a year or more, and read through the script, and I'm like, I don't know if I like the script. I have it on my to-do list for this next week to go back and revise the script, because it's been long enough now that I'm like, I feel like I could do better than this. I feel like the script could be better than this. I want to make it more humorous. I want to add some more actual information in it. That's actually one of the things that I think takes me a long time on videos, and that's why I say that the ones that are much quicker and easier to do are the ones where it's just set to music, or it's just me kind of, you know, spitballing, explaining what I'm doing as I do it. Is that scripts, I like writing scripts, takes like me a surprising amount of time on, even just on like my most recent video with the blueprints dice. Just writing the script for that took me a long time. I don't know if there's a way to see how many hours I spent in a Word, well, it's not a Word document, but LibreOffice, I guess, but because it took me a while. So we've added those. Let's fill this. Let's go here. That's one of those steps though that I feel like you don't expect to take a long time, is the figuring out scripts. I'm sure some people can just do it off the cuff. Or just sit down and write a script, but yeah. Takes me a while. Especially when you go back to a script from a year and a half ago, that you no longer think is all that good. I think if I add just some more stuff, add a little bit more of a, I don't know. I wanted to make it like add some more humor to it somehow. And a little bit more build up, I think, into the end of the building. Oh, you know what I don't have an insert for my pressure pot either. I'm using the same container lid that I have used since I started. It's literally just the plastic lid of like this little tub that's exactly the right size. And I don't know what I'll do if that thing ever gets way too coated. Like, luckily the resin doesn't really stick to it. I can peel the resin off. But I don't know what I'll do if if that thing breaks, or I'll probably have to get an insert or something. No, I literally just have I'm literally just using a container lid in my pressure pot. No, I do about 3 sets of dice at a time. I do about 100 milliliters of dice, 100 milliliters of resin at a time. And honestly, I just stack my molds up. Like, they're flat, and it kind of helps out, especially on ones where they need like a little bit of extra weight on them to help push out some of that extra, you know, that excess resin. So, you know, it works out, but no, I also don't have a ton of room in my pressure pot. If I actually, you know what I do? If I need to stack things up, because sometimes I do, I found little wood rounds that are about the right size, and I literally just, I will take like medicine cups, because I use them to mix up ingredients, or, you know, mix up resin with various colors and stuff anyways. I'll take empty ones of those, and I'll literally put like 3 of them around on one of the wood rounds, set my molds in there, put another wood round on top, stack my molds. Just finished a large set of dice molds. All 7 took up 60 milliliters. Wow. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I have like a set of jumbo dice. My normal set of dice takes about 30 milliliters. That's how much one set of dice takes. My jumbo dice, like a full set of my jumbo dice might take closer to 100. I don't remember. I don't make a lot of them. I don't make a lot of jumbo dice sets. You've seen some people build multi-tiered inserts for their pressure pots. Oh, yeah. You can also buy them, I think, too. Oh, this thing slides towards me. Alright, there we go. Oh, we've actually gotten a good number of French knots on there. Smith's Forge has some you can buy or print. Oh, okay, yeah. I think I have a friend that has one. So if I ever get to the point where I decide I need to get one, I can reach out to her too. Find out where she got hers from. If they still, you know. I feel like dice making is like, obviously there's a lot of people that do it, but it is still somewhat niche. So a lot of dice makers, and also I'm sure people that sell equipment to dice makers, come and go. Do you make your own masters? I don't make my own masters. I've thought about trying to do that, but I haven't really gotten around to it. It's one of those things where I have an idea for some dice I want to make at some point, but no, I got masters made by Revel Broker. Back in 2020. I think they are all on Patreon now. But no, I came in with my logo and paid someone else to make my masters. Cause that's a whole other skill set. I'm not as interested in the 3D printing aspect, I think, as other people are. Which, I mean, some people are really into the 3D printing stuff. That's what you want to do, make your own masters? Yeah. More power to you. There's all sorts of software and stuff for it. I know it's been shared around in my Discord before, the various dice making software and stuff. There's ways to like easily put fonts and stuff. I don't remember what all of the softwares are called. Make yours in Blender. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did download free CAD. Oh, that's why that wasn't working before. I had it going the wrong direction. I tried doing Blender, and I think it's just not. I'm more used to like an engineering CAD software than I feel like Blender's more for organic stuff. But I mean, I know there's ways to do it, very like specified stuff. I just don't know how to do all the nice even shapes and stuff in Blender. That was too, having someone make them for you. You have very little experience with 3D software. Use Fusion for CAD. Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna go download SolidWorks? How much does SolidWorks cost, though? SolidWorks is what I took a class in when I was at uni. It's been years now since I did that, but I did learn CAD with SolidWorks. The SolidWorks for makers for $24 a year. Oh, okay. That's actually not as bad as I was thinking. I have a vendetta against subscriptions, though. Subscriptions for software, specifically. Just for a service, I understand. If you could do all your 3D stuff in Excel, you'd be set. I think... I was gonna say that I like doing stuff physically. I don't want to spend my time on the computer, but I literally edit videos. Like, a lot of my time is spent editing, so I really don't have a leg to stand on there. I'm wondering if I can get all of these up kind of like around this buttonhole. I don't want to like make it so that we can't actually get the button through though. That is the concern. And I think I'm running out of thread again, so I'll have to do that. Yeah, this is gonna be the last one because I don't think I can get it. All right, I'll finish this one off. I do feel like at the rate that I'm going, it's probably going to take another 20 years to... Actually, no, probably more than that. 50 years to get this vest done. And, you know, I mean, probably at that point it won't even fit anymore. But it's a fun project. I can pass it on to my future children. They can wear it by the time it's done. Yes, hello, kitten. I do hear you yelling. I'm just ignoring you yelling because it's annoying. She's not actually a kitten, by the way. I just call her kitten. She's just small. A small kitty cat. Who's loud? She wants into my brother's room. But we are trying to teach her that yelling is not going to get her into my brother's room. Silly cat. Alright, let's do this last little bit and then I'm going to try and kind of go, let's see, how do I want to do this? I think I do want to go up kind of around the buttonhole. And then we'll make sure that it's still buttons. That's how your newest cat is, tiny but loud. Yep, that's not. She's tiny but loud. She's the loudest of all of my, out of my cats. Actually, Luna's rather loud too, but she's loud in a conversational way, not in a demanding way. Luna just wants to chat. And at the moment, she's passed out in a box on my floor, because I can see her. I actually stole one of Luna's boxes. Luna likes a good box to sleep in, but I've actually stolen one of her boxes for you guys to sit on. It's right underneath this camera. I'm like, I want it a little bit taller than it is currently, the camera. So Luna lost one of her boxes, but she still has one over there, so she's sleeping in that. I think she has finally lost interest in the egg carton. Although I do have an egg carton sitting on the floor too. She got super obsessed with egg cartons at one point. It was just, I don't know, we were trying to figure out if she found an egg carton somewhere and brought it back, or if I had accidentally left an egg carton on my office floor, which is something I would do, an empty egg carton. But she was just like laying in the one half of an egg carton. She's not a small cat either. And then she absolutely tore it to shreds. So I gave her another egg carton. And she's on her third egg carton. But this one doesn't seem as torn to shreds. So perhaps she's slightly gotten over her egg carton obsession. Your cats like paper bags. My cats are terrified of plastic bags. Like, whenever I, like, grab a... Ooh, let's not put that in my tea. Apparently that's trying to make its way into my tea over here. Whenever I, like, grab a new, like, garbage bag for a trash can, the cats go running for the hills. They do not like the sound of plastic bags. They do also like paper bags, like yours do, but plastic bags, no siree. You'd think I was coming to get them with the plastic bag. They sure act like it. But cats are funny. Your last cat, Smokey, was scared of plastic bags too. I guess maybe it's just the sound. It's kind of a higher pitched rustling noise or something. I don't know. There we go. I wanted to leave a little spot of white. I thought that was interesting to look at. I do like a little bit of interest and variety. Alright. I think maybe we'll get through all these. Oddly, your current 3 cats have no fear of plastic bags. I don't know. Cats are all so different. They've all got their own things. They've all got their own quirks and hang-ups. Pets are funny. Oh good, she's back. She's not screaming out in the hall anymore. I don't know if that's better or not. Going back to a previous topic though, would you guys rather have more frequent videos or more interesting but less frequent videos? Because like I said, I'm trying to find the balance somewhere that's, you know, somewhere between the two. I do definitely still want to do the videos that take more time, just because, you know, those are the ones, they're the ones that are fun. They just take a long time. I might sew around this buttonhole because it's a little bit... I enjoy both kinds, yeah, fair. I mean, that's good. I am A-okay. I literally took a week off last week, which I guess, to be fair, was my first, like I was saying, my first time taking more than a day off in a row in the past 5 years, but, no, I'm having a grand old time. I'm trying to avoid, you know, doing too much, but that's really why, it's an either-or situation to a certain extent of, But that is what kind of why I'm asking what the preference is, because that's how I'm going to avoid it. Because I can do, you know, simple videos a lot quicker. I'm not going to try and push myself to make complicated videos quicker. That's what would really burn me out, probably. Do some French knots here. So here's what I did. I kind of stitched around the buttonhole. I'm going to add a French knot here, and then I'm going to make sure that the button will still work, because I do worry that I've, I don't know, made the buttonhole smaller or something. I do want to make sure that we're still good. I know this is backwards, but yeah, that'll be fine. Actually, let me go this way just so we can see how it looks. Oh yeah, I think that'll be nice. You don't see much of the green, but you do see some of it under there. And I think that'll be good. And I think we can do a couple more French knots. And then maybe we do some, either do some beads or maybe some more wool. Just because it would be fun to do something other than French knots for a minute. Yeah, I'll probably continue trying to do a mix of the two. I should look through and see what sort of like simple, I guess, video I want to do next. Just because I mean, I guess there's the one that I want to review the script on. There's that video to work on. And then there's another video that I'm in the process of filming that's taking a while. But it's, like I said, taking a while. So it might be good to have something in the interim that's a little bit simpler. Just a nice, easy watch. Nice, easy edit. That's not... well, that's fine. It's not making a knot, it's just pretending. Alright. So what do you guys want to see next? Should we do something with some wool, or should we do some beads? Ah, what have I done here? Got my needle all twisted up. Right. Which would you rather see? Wool or beads? Either way, I will need a needle still. Let's stick it over here for now. We can see, there's what we've done. We've done this light green. You can see why this is taking so long. Very long project. Let me see. So we could either add some wool. I think I've even got some little moss bits made over here. You know, we could add one of these. I kind of like that actually. But could add some more wool. Maybe the darker green actually. How about beads? Let's see what we got in way of beads. Yeah, beads I think is... let's do that first. Oh, got these seed beads. Got these. Oh, I wonder. These would be kind of weird, maybe. I've been doing mostly like seed beads and things, so just little ones. We could do some weird ones that are just like round, like, here, let me grab, I don't think I've tried these before. It could be weird to do some of those. Interesting texture. They are kind of strangely soft, I will say, these beads. These ones are glass. I'm kind of thinking dark green. Maybe just some dark green beads. That sounds good. Let's do that. We're going simple. I might grab the smaller needle, because it'll be easier. Actually, is this one? Also, let me not stab myself with the needle. Okay. Is this rusty? And then let's find... That seems like a good color. Because we still need something to attach the beads, so we'll just grab some more embroidery floss. And this one I kind of think maybe one thread, because this needle is has a very small eye to it. Yeah, I've got quite a few videos that I'm excited about doing at the moment. I mean, I've got 3, I guess, that are more complicated that I'm excited about. Single thread. I guess maybe you guys could help me decide what. Let me get this threaded. What simple, oh, you know, I've got a whole bunch of, oh man, I've got a bunch of video footage. I've got a bunch of commissions, that I haven't, made the videos for yet, because I always film commissions. Let me see what I've got. What have I got? I can pull up my spreadsheet too. I do also have a video planning spreadsheet. That says 2025, but it's fine. Might need to make a new one for 2026. Okay. Beads. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, it is rusty. This needle's rusty. Which also means it's catching on the fabric. Just a second. Okay, let's see here. What have I got? I have a D20 that's like brown, like a brown speckly D20. I've got some bone and blood themed Vampire the Masquerade dice. I could do some black and silver fate dice. I do have. I mean, I have some simple. Oh, maybe I could do the simple 5D20s too, or light switch cover. Like, it doesn't have to be dice. So I do also have light switch covers that I made as a commission, and bath bombs, amusingly. So I could do something that's not dice as well. Like, I have video footage. I do also just have some old sets of dice that I filmed making and then never actually, like, finished the, like, editing the videos. So I could always pick one of those too. And then those are just full 8-piece sets. Okay, let's see if that's a little bit better. It's a little bit better. I think I scraped off some of the rust. Ah, the cat's back to screaming again, I hear. Alright. Let's sew in some beads. I'll also scoot this over. It's so unwieldy, this thing. Alright. Why is that caught? There we go. What have you guys been up to for fun lately? I mentioned I took last week off, did a lot of jigsaw puzzles, I've been working on the basement. I did go to, I don't know if you guys have been to these sorts of places before, but like a pottery painting place. Did with that with some friends literally last night. So that was fun. I didn't finish. Everyone else finished their pieces. I didn't finish mine. I went more ambitious than I thought I had gone. I don't want to go too close to the button. I might put the button in. Here's a second here. I'm gonna button this so that I can make sure I'm not putting the beads where I don't want to sew the two pieces together though on accident. That would be unfortunate. But I'm gonna put the button through the buttonhole so that I can. Ooh, that might cause problems actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, so I might accidentally sew the two pieces together. But I do want to get an idea of how close I can get, I guess. Oh, okay, I can get fairly close. I can get a lot closer. We'll put a bead here. Even the closest thing you've, oh my gosh, I can't talk. The closest thing to fun you've been doing is planning your trip to Ohio to visit family. Oh, okay. Well, that'll be good. It's gonna assure, yes. Yeah, I am going to try and avoid sewing them together. I just want to see how close I can get to the... Alright. Actually, I might be okay. As long as I hold it like I'm holding it. Might be okay. We'll do a few. And then... yeah, that's as close as I can get. Yeah, that one almost sewed them together. So, take that out now. Stab myself there. Well, that's as close as I can get. Now I know, so I can add more things on this side where they're not going to run into the buttons. But no, I don't know if any of you guys have been to one of those like pottery painting places, where you like they have like these pre-made ceramic things, and you can pick one, and then they've got all like these paints and things, and you paint them, and then they'll fire them for you, and you can make like a mug or whatever. I tend to make mugs. I like making useful things. Yeah, I did not finish mine. My goal is to make like the weirdest, grossest mug possible. So it's gonna be covered in like eyes and teeth. I guess I could grab it. I have it. I didn't finish it. I'm gonna have to go back at some point and oop, bumped you guys. I'm gonna have to go back at some point and actually finish it. They're fun. They're fun. Yeah, if you get the chance. Very very low stakes, and then you actually can like make something that, you know, teeth cup. Exactly. Should I grab it? You guys want to see it? I haven't looked at it in the light of day since last night. Oh yes? Alright. Let me just grab it. It's literally in the next room over. It's got eyes and teeth. Yes! It's very much a work in progress. And it's gonna look completely different once it's fired, because the like glaze stuff that you put on is so much lighter. Let me put these away before I spill all my beads. But like the glaze stuff that you put on is well, one, you can't see the layers because you kind of have to layer it a bit, but also it's so much lighter than the colors will actually be. And so it's just gonna look dusty at the moment. But you can see I've started adding some teeth and spaces for eyes. I got one main eye in there. These are gonna be little, hopefully little fleshy patches that I'm gonna we might add some weird, I don't know, pustules or something. But that's well, I hope it ends up weird and gory. That's the goal. I'm here for now. Getting some Monsters Inc. vibes. I can see that. I can see that. It is rather cartoony. It is rather cartoony. You want to make a cat-themed teacup? That's just my vibe right there. I should show you the tea towel that my mom got me. I'll set that down there. I feel like I do end up with a lot of cat-themed things. I do also have a teacup collection. Fun fact about me, I guess. I do have a teacup collection. I used to, for all of these embroidery streams, and I haven't in a while, but I used to, for these embroidery streams that I did occasionally, make a whole pot of tea and grab a different teacup and snacks, because usually these streams would take, like, these would be long streams. I don't know if it's gonna be a long stream. I feel like my brain tends to give up when it comes to streaming about like 2 or 3 hours in. I'm like, I've got nothing to talk about anymore. But I definitely did like a couple 5-hour streams. Also, I feel like my voice gives out quicker now. I don't know what it is. Your office decor is lots of cats. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if I would have cat-themed decor of my own accord. It's just that people give me cat-themed things. Because I've got 4 cats, and I've been assigned crazy cat lady at having far too many cats. So it's like, it is kind of my fault. But I can't really complain. Because I do like cats. You wanted a theme. Fair. Like, I feel like if I was... I obviously I have kind of a aesthetic and theme going for like my shop and all my dice stuff, which is kind of like, well, alchemy. Like my aesthetic is absolutely like eclectic curio cabinet kind of like that's my ideal aesthetic, is weird museum curator. I like things that are slightly macabre and, you know, like pinned butterflies and random animal bones. I think that's looking pretty nice. It's maybe a little bit too similar to that, though. Let's go out a little bit. I feel like somehow it kind of goes with the same, like, thing where, like, I do have a tendency to get, like, obsessed with a single piece of media at a time, and find out far too much about it. But I don't do merch. Like, you're actually painting some deer bones right now? What are you painting onto the deer bones? But it's the same sort of thing where, like, you know, I don't do, like, I don't do merch. If I was ever gonna do a tattoo, I would do something that was purely, decorational. Probably be, like, birds or flowers or something. I don't know what it is. Except for books. I will get, like, books that are merch. That's kind of my thing. Unless it's merch that doesn't look like merch. Moon and Star theme. Oh, fun. That's a classic. But strangely, I feel like Cats, for me, falls in that same, like, I don't know why, but it falls in that same... I think it's because I don't like people to know anything about me. I have a weird hang-up with, like, people aren't allowed to know the things I actually enjoy. I feel like that's maybe it, slightly. I don't want anyone to ask any questions or to be judged for my actual taste in things that I like. I very much try not to bring up, you know, the shows that I'm watching or anything like that. I'm not necessarily successful in not bringing up talking about the shows that I'm watching or whatever, but, I try. That's coming along. It is one of those things where I really enjoy seeing. I mean, obviously, I just made dice that were fan art for a video game. Like, that was my last video. So, obviously, I don't have too much of a hang up about that. But, I do always feel, like, slightly weird making fan art. Even though I think it's really fun to see. I love seeing things that people are making about things that they're passionate about or enjoy. But I'm not allowed. Yeah, I've got quite a few different, actually, like, fan art sort of dice projects on my channel. Especially some older ones. I have some older videos that are, you know, based on YouTube series I like and stuff. Alright, one more bead, maybe? Let's see how that looks. And then maybe we add... Oh, thank you, Selden. I really enjoy... I think it's really fun to make sets of dice that are like, all different but based on something. That's one of my favorite things to do. You made some dice based on a few favorite games before. It's fun. It's just so much fun. But yeah, I like having. I will say I do like having like I like making dice based on something. I do think that's really fun, just in general. Like, just the process of trying to translate something, like, from a different medium into dice making, I find really fun. Whether that's, like, a game or a TV show or something from the natural world, like space or the ocean. Like, it's just really fun. And I do find it fun for pieces of media, I think especially, too. Just because there's, like, an extra challenge, almost, of there being lots of different things that you could do. There's so many options. I think I mentioned that in the blueprints video, too. There was so many different things I could have made. Like, so many different types of imagery I could have made the dice based on. But I had to pick something. You don't like my meth dice? Don't think I'll be doing any Breaking Bad dice soon. Don't think that's gonna be a concern. Alright. Hopefully those are held in enough. Alright, we've got that, we've got beads. Maybe we add some wool roving now? I could do a really dark brown. I almost think maybe a little bit of brown. Or some, like, yellow. I do have this piece of wool that we could kind of tack down in, like, a weird. That is pretty funny, Hannah. I was kind of thinking maybe that could be good there. Oh, I almost just like that like that. What do we think of? Or is it too close to this? I could maybe hold it down with some, I mean, I could grab some more of this, which is a different texture, but I think this color's not bad. I don't mind that color. I think we can work with that. Maybe we try holding it down with some more French knots. I could go for either a similar color or like a different color almost. Maybe like a orange. Ooh. Or brown. Maybe I get some like brown French knots in there. Maybe we do that. I do like that, but I feel like this is more different, which is good. Let's do that. Or I could go really dark. No, I like the reddish brown. Let's go for some reddish brown. We're back to our larger needle. So we'll do a couple of strands. I was, you know, here's another question about videos, and there's gonna be a bias here, because I feel like you guys are the ones that are here at the live stream, so obviously you're going to be somewhat biased anyways. Do you enjoy dice videos about media that you know nothing about? So like, for example, like the Blueprints dice. If you haven't played the game or know nothing about the game, do you still enjoy seeing dice based on it? Or is it kind of alienating to not be in the know about the game itself? You enjoy all dice videos, that's fair. Well, like I said though, there's gonna be a, and that's kind of the bias that I was figuring. I figure if you're here at the live stream, you probably enjoy my videos to a certain extent, or because I feel like live streams, especially on YouTube, it's the people that are into the like. I don't think live streams on YouTube pull viewers in. They're there for the people that already watch the videos. Oh, it was a fun game, yeah. Okay. Oh dear, what have I done here? I'm gonna... Oops, I've dropped one of my pieces of moss. Closest you ever got to sewing was stitching leather, so can't do that either. I mean, that's fair. To be fair, I enjoy watching people do things that I either don't know how to do or have no interest in learning how to do. I mean, I was literally saying I don't play a lot of video games. I like watching Let's Plays. That's one of the things that I enjoy watching. Even though I don't really play a lot of video games, I almost enjoy watching people do things that I don't do more than I enjoy watching people do things that I do, which is maybe strange, but I don't watch a lot of dice making videos anymore. I did when I was like first starting out and learning how to do it, which I mean is part of the reason I wanted to make dice videos. Oh, did I? Oh no, this is right. Okay, but gamers to the bitter end. I think a lot of people are, yeah. Used to repair your uniforms in the military, so little sewing experience. That makes sense. I mean, I grew up in a family of gamers too. I grew up with my parents playing MMORPGs together, like EverQuest and stuff. As a small child, but I don't know. I enjoy games. I enjoy puzzle games. I enjoy multiplayer games. I like playing games with other people. I enjoy Minecraft. Started playing that during the pandemic as a multiplayer thing to do with friends. But that's also it kind of falls under the same thing of arts and crafts to me. Of like it's just fun to like design things and build them. Let me just tack this down like this. No, I definitely see the enjoyment in video games. There's no doubt about that. And like I said, I enjoy playing games with friends. Oh, that does remind me. I have a group that I sometimes play video games with, and we'll sometimes stream them on my other channel, which I don't really use much, except to occasionally stream games with friends. I was going to mention to them because we decided to, we usually, if we're playing a game, we'll play it on stream. Partially just so that we have a record of it and stuff, but also just because, I don't know, it's kind of fun to stream. But we did it we played off stream while I was on vacation. and I mentioned it to a friend of mine, and he seemed legitimately sad that it wasn't recorded because apparently he had been enjoying watching us play the game. So I was like, well, now I need to reach out to my friends so we can play that again on stream for my friend IRL who wants to watch. You enjoy different types of tabletop games. One really fun one is Cards Against Humanity. Like, yo, that's a classic, of course. Yeah. That one's definitely played that one in college fairly often. I do like board games and things like that. I mean, we were talking earlier about enjoying puzzles and stuff. I have a friend group that we try to meet up about once a week and play some sort of like board game or card game together and have dinner. I do somewhat view all tabletop games like D&D or board games as just excuses to hang out and like have dinner and chat. It's like I do enjoy D&D, but I almost enjoy it more for the social aspect than I do for the actual game. I like it with the brown. It looks pretty cool with the brown. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I think the brown was a good choice. I mean, I grew up playing D&D too with my family. Like I said, I come from a family of gamers. So I'm kind of the odd one out, honestly. But I grew up with I mean, that's how I got into D&D was I grew up with my dad would run like games for us where he'd DM and then my mom and brother and I would all be characters. My mom was usually a human cleric and I was usually an elf ranger and my brother was usually a dwarf fighter, I think. Like we had our go-tos. But that's where I played that's where I first played D&D, was just growing up. Trying to get an in-person D&D group together, mostly family and friends. Oh yeah. It's fun. I can't do it online. One, I just can't focus. And two, because like I said, like the main draw of D&D to me is the social aspect of like just hanging out and having snacks and chilling. Like I feel like you kind of don't get that online. I'm not there for, I know that other people are there for the story and stuff. I'm not there for the story as much as just hanging out. Prefer in person for the same reason, yeah. It's just I'll be honest, one of the I think the main problems, and like we kind of ran into this when during the pandemic, I did like weekly Zoom calls with the people that I meet up with for board games now. Some of them. We would call Luna, not on the keyboard. No, what are you clicking on? Okay, I think we're good. She didn't click the end stream button. We're fine. But one of the things, strangely, one of the things that I feel like you miss out on online is just crosstalk, which is like you can't have multiple people having conversations at the same time. Like if you're in person and there's say like 5 people, 3 people could be having one conversation while 2 people have a side conversation. But you can't really do that via Zoom. Like it just doesn't work. Luna wanted to type a message to you, and it sure seems like it. She's just like lurking, looking at me from behind my monitor now, being sad. Hello, baby. Yes, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. That's a good spot. She's over here. Yes, hello. Alright, let's get our other little piece attached. Maybe right there? Is that where we had it? Do we have it there, or did we want it out here? Where did we have it before? Did we have it out here? I kind of think out here. Oh, this may be a little bit too even almost. Do that. I kind of think that. Maybe that. I am kind of surprised that it took Luna this long to come and join us. Usually as soon as I'm at my computer talking, she's gotta be in the middle of whatever's going on. So if I'm trying to record a voiceover or stream or play a video game with friends, anything that involves me sitting here and talking, Luna's like, I must be on your desk now. We must be talking about me. She, it was above the beads, but off the side looks nice too. I think I like it best above the beads. Because I have everything kind of... It might sound weird. I have everything else kind of flowing this way. I think I want something that doesn't flow that way, because it feels almost too even with everything kind of flowing up like this. I want something that flows the opposite direction to break that up a little bit. So I'm thinking, let's do it above the beads to kind of go the other... Oops! To have things flow the other direction. What have I done? What has gone on here? Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's not a knot. Yeah, I have picked up a few tricks, I guess from my mom's embroidery days, like how to knot off the end. Ta-da! There's a knot. Literally just like wrap it around your finger and then slide it off, and you end up with a knot at the end. Alright. We'll have to figure out what we want to do next after this too, and also where we want to do stuff next. Like we could have a little bit of a gap then and come back in up here, or do we want to like kind of bulk this up and go out, like make it a lot thicker here in the moss department? Like we've got options. I want to go for something that's weird and whimsical and magical in the sense that, like, obviously there's a lot of different things going on here. Actual moss might be a little bit more of the same, I guess. I'm just trying to get all of the different colors and things in here. But at the same time I want it to feel natural and like it's actually growing. So I don't want it to be too even. I want there to be blank patches and some patches that have a bunch of moss, just so it feels more natural. Okay, let's... go through. I think I caught it. Tacking it down. But maybe we go back to some more French knots, although I'm doing French knots at the moment. We'll lay it out and see how we're feeling. Like, obviously it's laid out at the moment, but like... Just gonna... There we go. I think that's nice. I kind of just like it like that. I almost don't want to add too many more. I feel like it just adds a little bit of interesting texture there. So here's what we've got so far here. Question is, do we continue the pattern up? I almost feel like we need a big patch of like a solid color or something. Do I do like a gap and then start back up here? Look at what I've got going on my tie too. Here's the bow tie. Hopefully they feel like they match. Just thinking about the design. I mean, maybe we go for something weird. Like, I've got just some weird, like... This isn't even French knots, it's literally just a bunch of little stitches and things. Very messy stitches, and they're messy on purpose. Maybe we go for something like that in one of these spots. I could do that. So maybe I end this off and then just do a large section that's just a bunch of like really messy stitches. And I could start with this brown probably, and then do some green and stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe stop here and then flare. Yeah, exactly. Flare out again above the next button. Yes, hello Luna, I do see you. Come here. Just a second, baby. You wanna come sit on my lap? Come here. Alright, yes, come here. Yes, Come here. Come on. Oh, why are you sticking your head like that? Yeah, come here. Come lay down. Lay down. Yeah, there we go. There's a good girl. There's a good Luna. Look at that happy girl. Excellent. We're all happy. You're settled down. You're not in my stuff. Get this out of the way. Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of like Kibby. I'm gonna add just a bunch of like messy brown stitches in here, and then I've got a bunch of this green left over too, so we'll go in with that, and then we'll go in with some even darker green or other colors. I'm just going to do little tiny. Is this a satin stitch? Is that what this is? Not really. But little tiny stitches. Various lengths, but... yeah. That's almost a cross stitch. Not quite what I was going for, but fine. Yes, hello, baby. Oh. What? I think she's annoyed by where my arm is. What? What are you doing? Why are you lurching? Acting all weird. think we can get both me and the cat in there. There we go. Those don't know the terminology. Just call it about anything. This is the quantum leap stitch. It's only used by astrophysicists who I don't actually know. I don't know if like a satin stitch has to all be like facing the same direction and of even size. But I think that's like the kind of like straight line stitch, right? I think it's a satin stitch. Maybe. Really don't know. The quantum leap stitch. Only done by experts. So I might do this. I might do green, like all these, the weird little brown bits, and then do like green, French knots over the top. That might be the way it ends up going, but like kind of sparse French knots, almost. Which is the little knot. I do know that those are French knots, the little knots we were doing all over the place. That one I do know the name of. That's not me just making stuff up. Or is it? I feel like embroidery takes like almost so much longer than you think it would. I mean, I'm sure some of that is just because I don't really do a lot of embroidery, so of course it's going to take longer than I think it does, both because things take time, just in general, you don't necessarily think about it all the time if you're not doing it, and also because I'm not used to doing it, and therefore it's going to take me longer to do it. Just because it takes longer to do things that you're not used to doing. But also, I'm not exactly going for the neatest, most organized embroidery. Yeah, I think that'll work. I kind of wish I had a little bit more of a curve here, but we can do some of that with some French knots and things later. I might want to end this off. Actually, you know what? I bet I can... Let's do a couple more, and I can cut it, and then I can just tie a knot that way. That seems like a good plan. I don't know why I haven't done that before. Because I could literally just take these two ends and tie a knot. I don't know. Why wouldn't I do that? apparently because it makes a mess, but come on. I will say, it's strangely, like, slightly more difficult with the cat in my lap, even though she's not doing anything. I don't want to move in a way that's gonna annoy her. Alright, let's do a little bit more of the brown. Or should we do some of the green and come back to the brown? I kind of want to do some of the green and come back to the brown. We'll do some more French knots. Should I see if I can do... No, this is not for you. I know she's gonna try and attack this. Yeah. Cats do rule the world, don't they? That's the song, right? Who rule the world? Cats. I see you looking at my thread. I do see you, Luna. There we go. 3. No, this is not for you. Oh my gosh, the cat's out screaming again. Not this one, the other one. Okay. Oh, nope, there's a needle there. The needle is not for you. So I went for 3 strands this time instead of 2, so I'm hoping these will be larger French knots. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Oh gosh. I see you looking at the thread. She's watching. She's watching. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Ah! What are you doing? You were talking about doing both crafting and like gaming stuff, right, Selden? Oh my god. Are you just agitated because the other cat's meowing? Is that what's going on? Or are you just... She's curious? I mean, if you watch any of my videos where I did, you know, a video a day in August, you'll know that Luna here was the one that was in the middle of things most often. Honestly, it was pretty cute. There was a lot of videos where there'd be like sped up footage and there's just a Luna in the corner of the screen just staring and watching my hand go back and forth. I found it quite cute that she was just hanging out and watching, but that's right, that's right. I mean, nice with the brown and the green. Nice mix. I'm just trying to like fill in, I feel like wherever there's a gap in the brown with the green French knot, and that seems to be working. It's a good mix of textures and a good way to... You knew someone who had a cat named Kibby. Aw, Kibby cat. Luna, why are you lurching? Where are you going? No, you cannot drink my tea. Come on. Out we go. Out we go. Not on the keyboard. Thank you. A big giant... Oh, yeah. That's pretty good. Savannah? Is that the kind of cat? Or are you thinking like a Maine Coon? I think Luna's part Maine Coon. She's got the, like... She doesn't have, obviously, the giant size. I mean, she's not a small cat, but she's not a giant cat. But, she does have the, like, fur toe tufts that Maine Coons have. With the, like... just tufts of hair between their toes. And just the very fluffiness that they've got going on. And the sort of dog-like personality. She loves playing fetch. It's one of her favorite. I was telling my brother last night that Luna, she's our sports, that's the breed of cat. Savannah, that's quite possible, yeah. I don't know a ton about different breeds of cats. So, big wild kitty. Sounds like Kibby. Yeah, I don't know, I just get them from a local shelter. My cats. Oh. Oh, okay. She's found the oh no, I think she's going back to her box. I have a coworker who has a hairless cat. I was talking to her about that yesterday. One of the Sphinx cats. I should have done more of the brown, I'm thinking. Because I've kind of run out of the space with the brown, but I've still got more green to do. Man, I can't see why people keep getting me cat-related things. It's not like I just talk about my cats all the time. I live an exciting life. That's what I have to talk about, is my cats. Oh, yeah. See if I can get this. Trying to get it to go around that. Alright. Oh, what have I done on the inside here? What is that? Apparently didn't pull something through all the way at some point. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know when that's from. I guess we'll just try and tack that down. And hope it doesn't get pulled through strangely at some point. just a thing of... Let's see here. Okay, I'm just gonna try tying this off like I did last time. My fingers aren't small enough for this. The thing is, of course, I don't know where I'm gonna wear this once it's actually done. I guess I don't need any particular place to wear this to. It's just gonna be cool. I do have a whole idea for a jacket that I want to make at some point. And I think it'd be a cool video. It's another case of who knows where I would wear it to, though. It's not like I'm going to any weird fun events. I mean, I do just dress up for fun quite often. Just because I think it's fun to be fancy, but this seems like an oddly specialized garment. I feel like maybe I need like a brown shirt or something for underneath it. Do I do, or maybe like a green shirt and brown pants? That might be the way to go. Gotta start figuring out my my outfit to go with this vest and bow tie now. Since I obviously will be wearing this soon. It's so close to being done. I'm glad that people have, I will say, I'm glad that people have turned out for this stream, even though it's not resin stuff, because I do enjoy this project. I like working on this this vest, even if there's still so much more to do on it. So maybe we kind of go in now a little bit. You're worried that the set you just made isn't going to cure properly? Were the ratios filling off or something? I feel like I will occasionally pour some resin and be like, did I feel like that doesn't feel like it was felt quite right. Oh my gosh! Cat! We're not letting you in because you're yelling. If you want to go somewhere, stop yelling. Not great resin, that's fair. You know what I ran into recently? I got this other kind of resin, that I haven't really used for projects before, because the idea was that I wanted something that's a little bit harder. And it's like a 3-day cure time resin. I'm not sure what happened. Luckily I had ordered another bottle because I was like, oh, I'm gonna need more for this project that I'm working on anyway. Might as well get another bottle of the stuff. And it's lucky I did, because I went to go and use up the last of the first bottle, and like for some reason it had somewhat solidified. It was all chunky. Like, it's like some of the hardener got in there or something, but I don't know how that would have happened. Like, how would I have gotten hardener in there? It's not like I'm using... It was very strange. I don't know what happened. But I don't know. It was very... Yeah, I don't know. Luckily, there wasn't a ton left in the bottle, and I just ordered more. So it was not a huge loss, but it was just very, very weird. I don't know why the stuff had set up like that. I think that's going to be a nice shape. Alright, let's go back down here and try and get spill in some of these spots. To give you an idea, the bottle is some weird, crazy name, but it claims it's a fast cure, 4-hour cure time. Interesting. I guess we'll find out. And you've never used this resin before? I bet there's like better resin than what I'm using available. I'm just like so set. I mean, I'm using a different kind of resin, like I said, for this project I'm working on, which has a 3-day cure time instead of 24 hours like my normal stuff. But I bet there's better resin out there than what I'm using. I'm just so stuck in my ways, and I'm like, I know this works. I don't want to experiment enough to find something different. So you always leave the stuff in a spare mold you have sitting on the workspace. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Use it as a cure benchmark. I use my mixing cups as a curing benchmark. So I'll go and, like, check and see if I can, first of all, pull the cured resin out of the mixing cup, and then how soft that is. Normal go-to less resin. Yeah, I use Art and Glow most often. It's been 14 hours and no cure. Oof. I mean, hopefully they just forgot a 2 in front of that 4, and it'll be good in 24 hours instead of... I think I went with Art and Glow originally because it was less expensive than other options, and I could get it in like the gallon jugs, but hoping by morning, yeah, fingers crossed. I hope so too. Mostly because I know it would be a pain to try and clean out the molds. Might be okay, actually. I think you can use some soapy water. Uncured resin is a nightmare to get out. Hey, that's what I was just saying. I have that next to standing and waiting and the list of things you hate about dice making. Understandable. I luckily have not had I've not had too many problems with having to, like, I very rarely needed to clean up uncured resin. Like, if I spill resin somewhere, usually it's cured resin. Got more little bits of brown stitching. Let's see what we've been working on. I'm trying to get kind of the general shape with the little bits of brown. I think I want to go up, kind of up and around this button come back down, or, you know, back to the edge. I think that's going to be the goal there, or the general conceit of the design. We're filling it in at the moment. I feel like I'm getting kind of hungry. Yeah, I'm excited with how it's turning out. I'm having I'm still feeling good about it. I could show you guys the how the bow tie actually looks. I feel like it's kind of hard to. Yes, I think this is the right way. I'm trying to remember which side's gonna end up in front. No, I need the other side. I'm just gonna take my headphones off for a second. You guys can listen to the music without me. This material is so, this like satiny material, so thick. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to get it through. I struggle remembering how to tie a tie. Just a regular tie or a bow tie? I don't know that I have that the most even. It's okay. Anyway, I'll just do this real quick. You can see my slightly uneven bow tie that's also not on my shirt collar. I don't think the shirt buttons up all the way. But this is the bow tie. We got our little bits of moss. I've tied that so unevenly. I think it's because I'm trying to look at it. Strangely, it's almost... that's a mess. I think I almost find bow ties easier to tie without looking. Just do it by feel. Especially since this is not a mirror. It goes the wrong direction for a mirror, which sometimes makes it difficult for me to realize where I'm trying to, like, show things. Alright. Regular ties. I learned how to tie a tie in high school for jazz band. Not a bow tie, but a regular tie. So I literally only know, like, the one way to tie a tie, which is, I think, I only know how to do a full Windsor. Oh, yeah. It looks somewhat ridiculous, just as is, especially since this side doesn't have anything on it. But yeah, tied, it's much more bow tie-like. Are you guys being nice? Bow tie. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. I have far too many ties. Because like I said, I like to be fancy. So I've got a fairly large collection of all sorts of different fun ties. And then I want to make sure I leave enough for this to be able to, for me to be able to knot it in the back. Yes, hello, Knot. Are people ignoring you? Is it because you're screaming? Is that why people are ignoring you? Maybe? Off she goes again, probably to go scream some more. Alright, let's do some more green French knots. Ah, I was correct. She is off to go scream some more. I don't know how well you can hear the screaming in the background, but I can hear the screaming in the background. Apparently, so that the cat that's you might be able to hear screaming is not. She has an ability to she has an ability to find wherever the warmest place is, so that she can sleep on top of it. She likes my brother's room because my brother's room ends up being usually the warmest room in the house. Probably because he keeps his door closed, and also because it's on the sun side of the house. But the last few days, she's taken to sleeping on top of my brother's computer, which she used to do when she was a kitten. Hasn't much in past years, but she's been sleeping on top of his computer again. Apparently yesterday, she went into my brother's room and just, like, glared at him because his computer was not on, and she was just mad that her nice warm sleeping spot was not heated up for her. Your cat keeps looking at the TV when she meows. You hear that? You're messing with other people's cats. Come here. Yeah, come here. The screamy girl herself has arrived. Oh, I'm covered in Luna hair. Come here. What are you doing? Are you here to cause problems? Amusingly, I thought this cat was deaf for the longest time. I don't think she is anymore, but the reason I thought that was just because she would not respond to loud noises at all. She will, however, respond to, you know... Oh, why is there so much cat hair on my thread? To the sounds of, you know, treats being opened or what have you. You coming down on my lap? Or are you just sniffing that all of the Luna hair on my shirt? Because there's a lot of Luna hair on my shirt. I do see that. Alright, come here. Come here. Why don't you come lay on my chair behind me? Come on. Come on. Come sit on my chair. Alright. We've got her squared away. I don't know. There she is. And we've got our green all knotted. This one's not. This one's not, yeah. That's her name, by the way. Which, it does get very confusing sometimes. Super selective hearing. It really is. If she's asleep and there's, like, fireworks, she does not respond. Yeah. She only, yeah. She knows how to tune out a noise that she does not care about, I guess. But, yep. She's, oh dear, what's going on here? What happened? That might not. Oh, it's knotted all funky. Why is it knotted there? Well, I guess we're getting a weird loop there. I'm gonna tack it down. And this is what I was saying about doing nice, messy embroidery. There we go. There, we got it. We got it tacked down. It's fine. Can't even tell that there was a weird loop there anymore. I might do the, I might do this green, do all of our French knots with this green, and then I might call it, mostly just because I'm hungry. I kind of want to go find some food. So we've still got a little bit of time, because it will take me a minute to get all of these French knots made. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm thinking that we will ink some dice. You back? You missed. Let's see. Wait, when did you leave? I think you probably missed my cat being annoying. Depending on when you left, she is now laying on the chair behind me. Oh, let's see if I can. Right there. Right here. Anyways, she's luckily no longer screaming outside of my brother's bedroom door because she's now taking up the majority of my chair behind me. And then I was just saying that I think we'll probably do all of these dark green knots, and then I'll probably call it so I can grab food. I think I'll leave that like that. And that the plan is to ink some dice next week, on next week's live stream. I'm still playing catch up on all of the Patreon D20s. Slowly but surely, I'm getting caught up, I think. I've got 3 different sets of those, which is what we're going to ink next week. And then I've got some more that are in the pressure pot right now. So we'll probably sand things the week after, if not... We'll ink or we'll sand things next week. Probably ink things. I might just sand things on my own for those other ones. I feel like inking's more fun than sanding, because then we can figure out fun color options for things. I don't know, we might do some more non-resin streams too. I don't know, we could do some painting or something at some point. Part of the reason that I do resin streams is that I don't have to try and think about what I'm doing while talking to you guys. I've definitely tried doing like digital art before, and I'm not familiar with it enough to hold a conversation while also working on the project, because all of my brain power is going to try and figure out how I'm doing things. I feel like this project works out well for chatting, because I don't have to think about it too much while I'm working on it. I think I have one here. I do want to do some more painting again. I enjoy painting. You like the different crafts? All right. I mean, that's good to know. I feel like streaming's one of those places where and it's been this way since I started. It's both an excuse to get things done that I need to get done, like inking and sanding and those things, and it's also an excuse to work on projects that I wouldn't normally make time for, like this. Like, I don't really work on this on my own, even though I do enjoy it, just because I don't make the time for it. It's like, oh, it's time that I could be spending editing or planning my next video or something. I do think some crafts are maybe better suited for stream than others. So I like doing something that's long and maybe not mundane, but simple enough that we can chat. I think that's looking nice. I like that. I like the mix of the brown and the green, honestly. Is it gonna focus? This thing never wants to focus up close when I want it to. Come on. You can do it, webcam. Ugh. Oh yeah, I mean I did soap before I ever did resin. It's really fun. I could do, I think I have a video. Oh, my music ran out. We'll go back to the beginning. But no, yeah, I did soap before I ever did resin. That's how I got into resin, strangely. I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about this before. I got into soap making. I got this book that was on how to do cold process soap. So that's the kind where you mix oils and lye and whatever you want. And it's really fun. But when you make soap, you end up with like 10 bars every time you make soap, which you just end up with so much soap. There, let's put some of these things away. And the problem with soap is that it has a shelf life, because, you know, there's oils in it, and you want to put a little, like, some extra oils so that it's not super abrasive on the skin. Oh, this can go away too. And, so it has the shelf life of the oils, and different oils obviously have different shelf lives and stuff. It works, it'll still work, but it'll start smelling bad after a while. So you end up with like a ton of it, and not like more soap than you will ever need. So I started selling it at like a local holiday bazaar just once a year, just as a way to get rid of it, really, because it's like I have so much soap. I have more soap than I can give away to friends and family. There's so much soap, but I was having a lot of fun making it. But I didn't feel like I had enough soap for like a whole bazaar, if that makes sense. Like, it was a small little local bazaar thing, but so I was like, I need to make some other stuff to bring to this event beyond just, you know, 7 different kinds of handmade soap. So I decided, I got a little bit of resin and started making some like little jewelry and stuff with that. Oh. I can tell you my story while I clean things up. And then I was part of a D&D group, and one of the guys in the group was talking about making resin dice, and I was like, I've got resin at home, I could try making dice. I almost didn't get masters made. I started out with some cheap Amazon, like molds from Amazon. Here's how this is turning out, by the way. I'm liking that. I think that's turning out really nice. It's good. We'll add some more of the green and stuff next time. Continue up there. Maybe come out a bit. Yeah, come out a little bit more. But I decided I'll get masters made, just so that I have, you know, can have nice dice. This whole thing was an accident. I put some on Etsy just because I had a shop already for my soap, and then things actually sold, which I was not expecting, and everything snowballed since. But all of this started with soap making. It's my Etsy shop where I'd listed some of my soap and starting to do some resin because I needed something else to sell alongside my soap at a holiday bazaar. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for today. We got all of this done. It feels like if you look at the time, it's been 2 hours. We've gotten that much done in 2 hours. Such a long project. But I am quite happy with that. Very green today. We're going for lots of green tones. I should be back next week. Next weekend, same time, same place, with some inking, some dice inking. We can discuss then what we want to do the next week. See if maybe there's a different project we want to work on, or if we want to just do some more sanding or something. Thanks for tagging along. Hopefully I will see you guys then. I think that's pretty much it. Have a good rest of your day, or good night, or whatever time it is.